education. Moreover, a brief one on the points raised by Kamal. I think that is important. Your remarks, your opening remarks. Of facts. Your opening remarks. Well, Moro, I think that the good people of Ghana are watching. And the people of Ghana are aware that President Mahama and the NDC are delivering beyond the expectation of the people of Ghana. Every single promise that we made, promises that were tied to timelines, first 120 days, and so on. All these promises have been delivered and others are being delivered. He started with the issue of Ofankor in Sawam. Look, let me commend the Minister of Road and the especially the deputy who appeared before Public Accounts Committee yesterday and offered an apology to motorists for the state of the road. But ask yourself, why did Alassane Suhuyini offer an apology? That tells you the level of respect that we have for the good people of Ghana, especially when the problem is not a cause, or the problem was not caused by President Mahama and the NDC. You awarded a contract to Maripoma Enterprise, and you refused to pay them, and so your government refused to fulfill your
have you followed the story
financial. Yes, I followed the story. Your government refused to fulfill the financial obligations to the company. They did their best, worked up to a certain point, kept giving government pressure that the work is huge. We have the capacity to execute. And indeed, they showed promise by how they started. All they wanted was for government to pay them, then they will complete the project. You couldn't pay them, and as we speak, government has paid them. They are back on the road, and work is progressing steadily. Now, the government that is sensitive and went ahead to apologize to the good people of Ghana, even when it is not our doing, you are rather upset with the apology. But again, when you were in power, when the NPP was in power, we got in return insults when we demanded for good roads. When chiefs from the central region approached President Akufo-Addo to complain about state of road and lack of development in their area, he insulted them and told them, President Akufo-Addo told them that because they refused to vote for the NPP candidate, parliamentary candidate, in return, he also decided to deny them development. And that is on record. That was the arrogance, brazen arrogance that we were subjected to under the 8 years of the NPP. And so today, if we are apologizing for even something that is not a problem that was created by us, you should rather be applauding us. President Akufo-Addo, when Togbi Fiti, His Royal Highness, the Chief of Aplau, demanded for the completion of the E-block that President Mahama started, he insulted the chief. President Akufo-Addo insulted him. He insulted our chief. Very respected chief, Togbi Fiti, was insulted by President Akufo-Addo. He actually told him to go and complete the project himself. And that was the arrogance you subjected us to in 8 years. So if today a minister of state is apologizing to the people of Ghana for an inconvenience caused on a road by a project that by no fault of ours, something we came to inherit, you are rather upset that Suhuyini is apologizing. I mean, the people of Ghana are watching. They are happy. Go on the news portals and you see the comments being made by the people of Ghana, neutrals, independent Ghanaians, on the apology that Honorable Alassane Suhuyini, out of humility and respect for the people of Ghana, offered. Lastly, you spoke about abuse by protesters. You indicated we'll be coming to the rich issue. So I don't want to get into the rich issues. But you see, Moro, I have been an activist all my life. I can give you no less than, before this show ends, if you like, you challenge me, no less than 50 cases where under the NPP, protesters were subjected to beating. Protesters were abused. Look, the NPP era can be best described as the 8 years of the most miserable government that we have ever experienced in this country. And so if you want us to start all those comparisons. I don't even want to remind Ghanaians of the pain, the suffering, the mockery, and the ridicule that your government subjected us to. Come on. So don't let us get into the argument from those angles. And you are talking about which people have been abused. Look, even when you had the opportunity this morning, driving into the studio, I was listening to some radio stations. The police are updating us that 8 people, suspects, from the Ablekuma North election rerun violence, have been arrested and will be arraigned before courts today. In your case, under the NPP, several cases, but let me go back to Ayawa so West Ugon. Even when there was video evidence, even when your own Emil Short Commission report indicated and recommended that individuals be sanctioned, all the police officers and the national security officials that were mentioned in the report, in a sad turn, your government decided to whitewash those criminals. Until today, you cannot point to a single prosecution. You cannot. And so today, you have no moral right, come on, to sit on this platform and talk about abuse and talk about this, because we know your records. We know the 8 terrible years of Akufo-Addo. We know how not to govern, and we studied that under your leadership. I'm telling you, look, the 1.5 million plus votes difference that we used to beat you, despite all your shenanigans and all your manipulations, even when the Electoral Commission was in bed with you. And I say that without any fear or favor, that till today, I have no confidence in the J. Mensah-led Electoral Commission. Even when they were in bed with you, we still defeated you with over 1.5 million votes. It is because the people of Ghana saw how terrible your governance was. Please don't remind us this morning of the pain that we have left behind in 8 years.
Of all that my brother Edem seeks to espouse, okay, he's forgotten of his own roots. If NPP, government and its tradition, appear miserable to Ghanaians, then their case is worse. Who is on record to have told Ghanaians that they have violence in their DNA?
Oh, but
no, with all respect, please, you are right. Who's on record? You. That I am telling you, have told Ghanaians with impunity that what you do, your order of the day, is violence. 2, you are talking about Ofanko, and that you have apologized. So we should go and then hail you, make noise, go on top of the roof, shout, the NDC government has done well. Really? You left Pokwasi interchange, 0 work done. And I repeat, 0 work done. It took Akufo-Addo, who you are seeking here, to malign, to insult, to condemn, to think about Ghana and construct a 4-tier interchange for us from scratch. It took the Akufo-Addo administration to construct close to 13,000-kilometer roads under our 8 years. Check it out. It took the Akufo-Addo government to ensure that the people on that stretch of Fanko to Suhum go and look at the roads.
It's never true.
To be constructed. Look, this 33.4 kilometer road that you are seeking to say that you are at least, if you like, sensitive to the plight of the people on the ground, go and check work done by the NPP so far. Close to 70% of the work has been done. Check it. As of 2024, 50% of the work of that particular stretch was done. What is happening there? You don't drive. 2 weeks ago, I drove on that road.
Oh, I drove there last week.
Good. And I'm telling you, where we have a problem is from Doburo running to Amasama, where the difficulty is. The stretch, after we finish focusing interchange, because we think of development, we think of Ghana as a party and as a government. Unless people in grace like you who don't see what we do. You understand? Ghanaians who, of course, observe what the NPP does in this country know the kind of work we do. Let me tell you, this country is open up. Accra is open up because of NPP.
38%.
Do you know that the Millennium Challenge account, the Media Road, N1, is NPP? Do you know that Mala Yamoransa is NPP? Do you know that Adenta is NPP? Ebri is NPP? Tetekwashi Roundabout is NPP? Who has opened up Ghana and Accra? You sit here, and then of course, because you appear an ingrate And then you have people who, of course, will come on, come into government with propaganda. People who will never speak the truth. You come and sit here and want to insult people and claim that we rather insult people. What do you do? You have told people. You have told people. You have lied to people that look, when we come, we are bringing you heavens. We are doing this only for you to come here and then embark on rhetorics.
Which one is the rhetoric?
I am telling your government. You've been flip-flopping every day. Don't you watch what?
What is the flip-flop?
Are you not looking at your governors? All the big push. Let me tell you, the rhetorics. I sat here last 2 weeks and I said, look, all these projects they are mentioning and the big push is fantasies or are fantasies. And then the deputy minister of road was here with me. He said, oh, Kamal, my brother Kamal cannot call these fantasies. We want to award contract before we can get releases. We all know how releases are done. So for me this morning, if my brother wants us to go on fire to fire, we will.
Yeah, we can.
And we have the records to point.
Yes.
Don't come and sit here, lie to Ghanaians when they give you governance, only come and now want to push blame on NPP again. I've just given you an example of Hypȯcr. Zero work done. We have finished it.
Before you left?
Interchange. Hypȯcr interchange.
You didn't
finished.
pay the contractor. You didn't
find out how much we gave to Marapoma.
Oh,
we thought of packaging roads and packaging contracts for people. You come and sit here and be making noise.
The contractor is on record. You didn't pay him.
Anyway, look,
they left debt.
He says he can give us about 50 cases of people who have asked. Look, I'm not done. Please, I'm not done. My brother. And how much did you leave us? How much did you leave
21 billion.
when you were leaving?
Almost all the roads you claim you are constructing, the contractors have packed out of sight because you refuse to pay them.
Still leave when they were leaving?
No, you should tell me. I am telling you what you left. So you should tell me 21 billion. Bro, the 13,000 kilometers of road
people have no
in
record.
Parliament.
Must take your time. You have lied to Ghanaians.
Bro, in Parliament.
Look, go ahead and
Parliament. He cited. You see, I want us to deal with statistics. Let's deal with the fact. You mentioned you constructed 13,000 kilometers of road in Parliament. That argument was flawed. And when we asked for evidence, they now started saying that the 13,000 kilometers is not necessarily new roads alone, but even roads that they have to work on again, those they have to do reshaping, are all part of the 13,000. Look, your former minister for roads is a member of Parliament. When we challenge him in Parliament to tell us that where are the 13,000 kilometers of road? They were unable to do that.
The records are there.
Look, the records are okay. Where are the records?
Go and look at your handover.
I am telling you that, and I'm challenging you that.
The records are there.
So why wasn't your minister able?
We declared your
but you are in Parliament. You declared your roads, but these roads were left. You declared year of roads. Listen. Come on. You declared year of roads.
About 50 to 70% was done.
You declared year of roads. That is the rhetoric that we're talking about. But after declaring your vote, when you go into Parliament, records, all the questions that have been posed to the roads minister about the bad nature of roads in Ghana were posed by NPP MPs who are appealing to Honorable Agbana to come and construct their road for them. Please, we also the record. I gave you facts. You have not disputed any of the facts. The fact that President Akufo-Addo insulted chiefs who asked for development, the fact that President Akufo-Addo insulted the people who for not voting for his MP, the fact that the roads you were unable to pay the contractors 21 billion. That is how terrible it was.
Let's make progress.
Everybody knows. Allow us in 8 months.
You have been
we have started
8 months work.
Oh, we are working.
And stop telling people.
We are working, and so we are solving your mess.
Propaganda.
We are cleaning your mess.
Tell us, the mess. You have been
the stinking mess you left behind. We are cleaning it. So allow us to clean it.
Okay.
Let's
make progress.
Yes. We are cleaning your mess. After 8 months, we are pretending.
There'll be a day for.
We saw the kind of Ghana you left.
The day is that the facts are facts.
Which ones are
I am saying that you
which ones are the
claim you're going to give us a focus to interchange. You did zero work. We came within 2 years, we did it.
Come on,
and then we extended by getting this for them.
I'm just saying that
you left that mess. You left this mess.
Gentlemen, I'm just saying that we'll have a whole show on comparison records. So
yes.
I mean, have all the records. There is no
we'll give you enough.
He couldn't even mention one.
Come on, we'll give you enough prior notice. We'll give you enough prior notice for the two of you to come here and debate the issues. I like this. I mean,
we are talking about
we need to know who is way better.
You have a terrible record.
Yes. Oh, do Allah do Nabi. Let's move on.
Oh, really? You're not
Look at this.
Anyway, so let's get on with it was meant to be your preliminary comments on how you're feeling personally, you're doing family and so on, and then that degenerated into a comparison of records. But it's okay. I mean, I can appreciate that because it's a contest, isn't it? It's a contest of ideas, and there's also a contest of performance. So I can understand when this person says I've done better than this. It's okay, but we'll make time so that the debate will be backed by solid data, and then our viewers, our viewers would enjoy that. So let's get on. Let's get on with our.
That's the humility that your people lack.
Okay? So gentlemen, we want to look at Akwetia, because you mentioned it in your commentary earlier, and Edem mentions the fact that. For him,
I thought you said we were going to look at the attitude of the gentleman.
Oh no, we'll get there. It's one of the issues we'll look at. Yes, but for this one, because he mentioned Akwetia, just finish with Akwetia. Yes. Yesterday the IGP met a cross section of journalists, and I believe the GJ president was also there. And in that meeting, he briefed the media on what the Ghana Police Service has been doing. Specifically relating to some physical assaults, that have been meted out on journalists. That's just one side. And of course, the police's preparations towards the Akwetia by-elections. So we'll look at both. Now, if you look at today's daily guide, we're told that 8 arrested over Ablekuma violence, because we've been asking for some updates, and we felt that by now, some people should have been prosecuted and so on. So the police is telling us why maybe things have delayed the way as it may seem. So Prince Fifi York is reporting that the Inspector General of Police, Christian Tete Yohono, has announced the arrest of 8 individuals in connection with the violence that erupted during the Ablekuma North election rerun. At a meeting with the leadership of the Ghana Journalists Association, Mr. Yohono said the suspects were being processed and would be arraigned before court within the week. That is this week. Now, the Accra Regional Commander, as of yesterday, said he had 8 suspects. 8 suspects have been arrested. They are being processed, and from the advice I had from the Regional Commander, tomorrow or Friday, they will be put before the court. He further reassured the GJ leaders of the service's commitment to ensuring justice, adding that we're making progress and we'll make sure that whatever happens, justice will be served to those who, in one way or the other, did not do their work in a professional manner. Now, on allegation of shielding the interdicted police officer who assaulted a journalist, the IGP dismissed the claim as unfounded and said, noting that the officer in question was not at post. Now, it says there is a rumor going around that we have transferred the policeman to another station, which is not true. When an officer is interdicted, he is no longer in active service. The only option is for him to return to his hometown or village. So perhaps when people saw this officer back home, they assumed that he had been transferred. He revealed that the Police Professional Standards Bureau had finished inquiries into the officer's conduct and that he had received the investigative report. That's with the police officer who misconducted himself, yes. Now, that investigation has been completed and handed over to me. So it means that a service inquiry is going to be conducted into his conduct, and then the appropriate sanctions will follow. Now, commenting in previous incidents involving misconduct, Mr. Yohono acknowledged shortcomings but stressed the need to learn from them and move on. We cannot claim perfection. It is important to draw lessons from the past rather than dwell on them. My administration is committed to preventing reoccurrence of such incidents. We recognize the challenges and pressures that come with policing, and we're working to improve, the IGP stated. Now, the IGP also confirmed that disciplinary measures will be taken against the officer involved, noting that the Professional Standards Unit has recommended sanctions through service orders. Now, closely related to this is also we have the men to safeguard Akwetia by election still with the police service. So that story is on page 6 of today's daily guide, and it says that the same Prince Fifi York, it says the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Tete Yohono, has assured that the forthcoming Akwetia by-elections will be conducted in a violence-free manner, urging electors not to panic. Speaking during a press conference in Accra with the leadership of the Ghana Journalists Association, the IGP Tete Yohono said a total of 600 police personnel representing the first batch have been deployed to the community to lay the grounds for a peaceful election. The 600 people have been trained and prepared to search to ensure that nothing dangerous is concealed in a vehicle or in a motorbike that can cause any trouble during election, and also prepare the men who will be on the ground so that if somebody intends to use a weapon to snatch a ballot box, the precision in dealing with that particular suspect will also be demonstrated when we went to the ground. And if there should be somebody who can climb the tallest building in Akwetia, we have the men, and the men have gone through that rappelling training. And he says, following the engagements with various political parties, IGP said he warned politicians to advise their followers not to misbehave during the voting process, saying we'll take decisive action against misconduct to ensure public safety, particularly for the media. We must protect journalists as they play a crucial role in keeping the public informed. We recognize the media's importance and will treat them with respect and protection. He reiterated that the police would deal with threats to safety decisively, ensuring people in the media feel protected, saying that the media safety is paramount. We must protect them as they play a vital role in keeping the public informed. We urge our police officers nationwide to handle journalists with care and moderation. And he also talked, so it's all about protection of journalists. I'm also told there's going to be like a mobile, there's a name they gave, I forget, it says kit, but so that when somebody misbehaves, the person can be kept there for the meantime, and then, or in the meantime, so that after the event, the person will be transferred to wherever the police intends to transfer them. There's a name.
A makeshift cell or something.
Yes, like a makeshift, cell of a sort, and just to sort of reiterate the point that they say, they're very, 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 very ready for the Akwetia by-elections. But let me start with you, Edem. We're hoping that because the NPP said that due to the circumstances under which Dr. Murtala Ibrahim, may his soul rest in peace, lost his very, very precious life, the NPP said we're not going to participate in the Akwetia by-elections as a way of demonstrating sympathy, empathy, and to show that, yes, it's not just about power, but it's also about the humanness. But I've heard your national chairman says that, yes, they are grateful to the NPP for that gesture, but you will be in Akwetia. Why?
Moro.
What has happened to reciprocity?
Moro, once again, let me pray for the soul of my brothers, Dr. Murtala Mohammed, and also Ernest Kumi. Ernest, though was in the NPP, you may know that he was a very, very good friend of mine. Very good friend of mine, even before we got into Parliament. And Dr. Murtala, my relationship with him is well known out there.
Omani Boama as well.
Omani Boama and all the others.
Alhaji Lemuna.
Laji, Dr. Sapon, who was like a father. Sergeant Ado, whose mother also comes from Ketu North. He was actually born in Ketu North.
Okay.
He. Yes, and so we pray that God himself should. We know by now they are resting in the bosom of the Lord. About Akwetia, Tamale Central, let me put the two together. Yes, just like my national chairman said, we thank the NPP for saying that they were withdrawing from the Tamale Central election. I don't want to go too much into that decision, but Moro, every discerning Ghanaian and every political analyst, those who have followed the elections in Tamale Central, and when you look at the results in Tamale Central in the 2024 general elections, we all know that the NPP did not take that decision to withdraw because of the so-called human feeling or whatever the excuses that they are giving. No. Please. They were running away from battle. No. You see, it is a solemn no. But Moro, you know that the NPP knows that there is no way there is no way they will beat any NDC candidate in Tamale Central. But you saw the results. They know that there's no way. You see, God forbid, but if this had happened in any swing constituency, I bet you that the position of the NPP would not be to withdraw from the election. They would have gone in there to test their strength.
Let me counter. Let me ask.
Yes, no. Let them put it.
What if they say that let's go into this election, even if we don't win, let's go and increase the numbers for bragging rights?
No, I mean, as for parliamentary, it is not presidential elections where it will contribute to the national, what's the name, figure. As for parliamentary, even if you lose by a single vote, you have lost.
Yes.
And it has nothing to anything about
simple
increasing. It's a simple majority. So let's not. But again, let's also not pretend as though this is the first time a political party has decided not to participate in a by-election because the person or the MP for the constituency died. When the MP for I forgot the name of the constituency in the eastern region, the one who was murdered.
Oh, you mean JB Dankwa?
JB Dankwa was murdered.
Yes, that's Hypȯcr South. North. Yes. South is Atachia, isn't it? Yeah.
The NDC did not participate in that election.
Yeah.
We also decided not to participate in the elections. Well, I was not a member of NEC or FEC at the time, so I cannot speak to what informed the decision. But it is possible it is because...
It was because you were beaten up?
It is, no, it's also, like I'm saying, that it's also possible because, look, as for by-elections, everybody, you look at the constituency involved and you look at the circumstances. And so let's not put the two constituencies are not the same.
In fact, there's even Exchฆ์iso.
The Exchฆ์iso NDC did not participate as recent as 2020. The NDC did not participate in Exchฆ์iso. Even when, at the time, we had elected a parliamentary candidate for the 2024 elections. And many people thought that that by-election would be a preparatory ground, at least, even if we're not winning, it will be a way to market our candidate towards the main election.
Okay.
We decided not to participate in the Exchฆ์iso by-elections after the demise of John Kuma. So NPP is not doing us or the people of Ghana any favor by withdrawing from Tamale Central, and because of that, they want to link it with Akwetia. Akwetia is a different ball game together.
Okay.
And we are telling them that come to Akwetia. We are also coming to Akwetia, and we will beat you to it. We will make sure that the Akwetia seat gets back to the NDC, and we will win that election. So they should not be jumping from one media house to another, trying to link Tamale Central, the unfortunate Tamale Central by-election to Akwetia, and then claiming that because they have withdrawn from Tamale Central, the NDC should also withdraw. And again, it is not the NPP that will decide for us which elections we should participate in. So you have taken your decision. Defend your decision. Go into any election. But we are telling you that nothing will make us withdraw from Akwetia because we are winning the Akwetia election.
Oh, but return the gesture.
We are no, wait, they are not doing that. Why? It's no gesture. Okay, so let's also tell them that because now we are leading them how many? 2-1.
Yes.
We didn't take part in the Hypȯcr North.
Yes.
That's the name of the constituency.
Yes.
We didn't take part in
Exchฆ์iso.
And so now we have given you, we've done 2 favors for you in the past.
Okay.
And so because of that, leave both Akwetia and Tamale Central for us so that we tie. So it is not as if this is the first time any party. Yes, if you are saying that we should return the gesture, we have done same for you in the past twice.
Okay.
So if you are doing one for us, you still owe us one. Okay. So please, that argument, Tamale Central and Akwetia are not the same.
Okay.
We are going into Akwetia by-elections. And I'm telling you that the NDC is prepared to win that seat and add to the 188 seats that we already have.
Aren't you tired?
We are not tired. We are not tired because it is the people of Ghana, having experienced 8 terrible years under the NPP, have decided to give us a majority, super majority in parliament, and also they gave President Mahama that overwhelming endorsement in the election.
Okay.
And they are confident that we will use that to work in their interest. And that is what we are doing. That is why Ablekuma North, which used to be their seat, we won it in the by-elections.
Right.
We are going for Akwetia seat, so we can add it to the 188 that we have, and we can have even more seats in Parliament to continue the agenda to build Ghana together as a people. But Moro, touching on the preparations towards Akwetia by-elections.
And then, of course, the arrest of the 8.
Yes, let me commend the police.
Okay.
Especially the IGP. I have said on your platform that sometimes, as leaders, when you are effective, you don't need to yell, and you don't need to draw unnecessary attention on public PR, okay, public relations. You don't need the unnecessary PR to show that you are working. It shows in the results that you produce. In the past, we saw some cosmetic displays by some IGPs.
Yeah.
But what we are seeing today is effective policing under a leader who doesn't yell, a leader who is not craving for cheap public attention, but we can see the results.
Okay.
I will start with Ablekuma North. In the Ablekuma North election rerun, when that police officer attacked a journalist, even before the elections came to a close, the police had released a statement indicating that the police officer was interdicted. In fact, the police officer was picked up from the elections and was interdicted at the national headquarters, even before the elections came to a close. That was swift, and the alacrity with which the police responded, for me, must be applauded. And I don't know why we have really not spoken about that particular incident and the response by the management or the leadership of the police service. So they must be applauded. After that, the police kept on updating the people of Ghana on steps they were taking to deal with the rogue characters, those who engaged in those illicit activities during the by-elections. And today we are told that after investigations, 8 have been arraigned before court and they will be dealt with. That is commendable. And this is the leadership that was missing in the past. Because in the past, Moro, we have videos of police officers engaging in some of these activities themselves. We have videos of people in national security apparel engaging in these activities, but no response from the police service. No response. Maybe my brother Kamal should begin by telling us if there is any incident where any of the police officers or security men involved in the 2020 Techiman South election violence, the soldiers who were caught on tape openly shooting at civilians, unarmed civilians. If there is any incident of any of them either being interdicted or arrested, if there's any of such evidence, they can produce it. We also saw how in the Ayawaso West Ugomba elections, police officers and national security personnel were implicated. Azugu and co. There's no evidence of any of them being punished. And so if today we see the police updating us on people who have been arrested, who are being dealt with after the investigations, that must be commended. Again, the police have gone ahead of the elections to give us the confidence that they are prepared for Akwetia by-election. And that is because we've had some characters in the NPP who claimed and made comments that the NDC should come to Akwetia and that they were going to retaliate. What they claimed was an attack on them in Ablekuma North. But the police have responded in a positive way by preparing their men. They are even giving us an update on the number of police officers that they have deployed. I recently chanced on a video where the police did some simulation of assault, of even how to combat ballot snatching, and others. I don't know if you saw some of those videos.
Right.
Beautiful. It tells you that you have a service that is interested in preventing the chaos so it won't happen. Again, they have indicated that when you come into the Akwetia by-election, come into contact with any polling station with arms, they will also meet you with arms. If you come with weapons, whether it is pepper spray, it is a gun, whatever it is, the police will arrest you and deal with you. And so all those going to Akwetia, all of us must be advised to act within the laws. Because we are going to vote. It is a ballot. It is not bullet. It's not a display of bullets. Moro, finally, the police under Mr. Younu are doing something that for me, all of you in the media must equally commend them for. The transparency with which the police service is running now. Bro, there is no information or there is no day where journalists have been to the police headquarters to ask for information or updates on either cases that they are investigating or preparations that they are making towards by-elections and other issues where the police have denied them briefing. They give accurate information. I have listened to the CID boss on many occasions organizing press up because you see, policing is about the people. So you should be able to carry the people along. And before you can earn the public confidence, the public must know what it is you are doing for them. And I must commend the police service under the current IGP and his leadership for the good work that they are doing. I am confident that Akwetia by-election will be very, very, very peaceful because the MP whose demise warrants this by-election was a very peaceful gentleman. And all of us are interested in seeing a very, very peaceful
by-election. Actually won the election, right? He was the MP.
But until...
by the position of your party. NS actually won.
No, you see, don't let us get there because...
I'm just trying to understand something.
So this is the point. There was an election. The Electoral Commission declared him...
I want to know your position.
...as the winner. No, yes, I'm coming there. The Electoral Commission declared him as the winner. The NDC candidate challenged the results in court.
Not the NDC.
There was an NDC candidate. That's what I said. The NDC candidate. Because they were the parties in the election. He challenged him in court. And the court was yet to give a final verdict. So until the court overturns the results, it is what the Electoral Commission declares that we work with.
So the position of the party, your party was
only yesterday. No, about why the gentleman was in Parliament. Why is it called a by-election? It is because he was sworn in as an MP. Or we are not getting it. Only yesterday, a court ruled that the former MP for Adansi Asukwa, who said all the youth have coconut head and we have nothing useful in our head, lost to a young man, and Katie Hammond lost to a young man. I didn't even know he was in court challenging the results all this while. Only yesterday, the court delivered the verdict against him and he was fined 60,000 Ghana cedis. And so, are you telling me that you are not recognizing that Asukwa MP as MP because there was a case in court? So until the court declares otherwise, he is still the MP. Please.
Come on.
Don't get me to that.
I've heard Nana B say that the NPP doesn't trust the police.
Okay, you see, Moro,
the police
let me set off by dispelling certain rumors, fallacies, lies fabricated by the NDC to make the NPP look bad. What is the official position of the new patriotic party?
I beg you. We have to take a break quickly. Yes.
Across the country.
Let me just take one, Mr. President. The one in Aflao where the chief himself has complained. Aflao Pache said e-block no oba yenya hoshi. Inti my education minister up to February say ombe yehu bibi. It's on the
minister. Alternator.
So
of them are being worked on across the country.
Let me just take one, Mr. President. The one in Aflao where the chief himself has complained. Aflao Pache said e-block no oba yenya hoshi. Inti my education minister up to February say ombe yehu bibi. It's on the set.
Minister. Alternator.
Also,
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, let me welcome my guests.
Oh, no, that's fine.
I want to welcome them again. I did it for the
welcome
first time. Yes. Welcome to Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. I'm here with Kamal Deen Abdullahi, who's the Deputy Director of Communications of the NPP. And Edem Agbana is here, also MP for Ketu North on the ticket of the NDC, and also a youth activist and a development activist as well. So, Kamal, you're on the floor.
Moro, I said I wanted to dispel this
allegations,
rumors, false positions that people are attributing to NPP regarding the Akotia by-election, whether NDC should contest or not contest.
Yes.
The last time I checked, there is no official position from the NPP saying that because we have withdrawn from Tamale Central, the NDC should also withdraw from Akotia. No.
Okay.
At all. So this attempt to force people to believe that the NPP is seeking to equate, a particular gesture is neither here nor there. Look, it's a fallacy. It's total fallacy. It is. You know how it emanated? A journalist sat on Asempa Radio, and sought to say that, look, the tensions, the way by-elections are always held, and the kind of violence that emanates from it, as if we are just at each other's throat. In his view, what is the Akotia seat going to add to NDC for?
Okay.
More so when we are mourning as a nation. NS death appears a tragic one. Sudden, somebody who wasn't sick, all of a sudden, because of pressure and whatever they have done to him. But God knows best. Mutala, Omani Buama, and our brothers in the military, or armed forces, or air forces, or whatever, lost their lives under bizarre circumstances, or circumstances that we all felt that wasn't indeed palatable.
Tragic.
Appeared tragic. Because of this, wouldn't it be good for the NDC to say, if you were holding on to this seat, continue as NPP. NPP to say, if you're holding on to this seat, continue as NDC. It was a suggestion from that journalist. Now, build up to that. Our national organizer, who also sought to corroborate what the journalist said, stated a personal position, not the party position, I repeat. Then people are in town saying the NPP says that because we have withdrawn from Tamale Central, the NDC should also withdraw from Akotia. No. Why would they withdraw? In the first place, they have a very huge hypocritical stance when it comes to Akotia. And I pardoned my brother for it this morning. The NDC has a position that they won Akotia general election in terms of parliamentary, hands down. Even when the results pointed to they losing Bismarck by 2,060 votes. Because NS garnered about 19,269 votes. And Henry Boache, who was their candidate, also got about 17,206 votes. Hence, NS had 52%. A little above 52%. And he also got a little above 47%. Even that, the NDC said they were in court, claiming they had won Akotia. Presidential, we won again against His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in the same Akotia. Yes, you can go and then, of course, tickle yourself and laugh and say you are going to win Akotia. We have no problem. I know the dynamics in election. My brother is telling me that because we withdrew from Tamale because we knew we were going to lose Bismarck. And that's the reason. It's not because we are sympathizing with the family of Dr. Mutala. Unfortunate statement he made. Very unfortunate, honestly. We thought that we needed to commiserate with the Ghanaian people. we needed to communicate with the people of Tamale Central. We need to show some compassion as a party, given the circumstances surrounding the death of the MP. Dr. Mutala, wherever he is, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant him the highest rank in Jannah. We thought, and we came from that sympathetic, if you like, approach, only for you to sit down because of politics, because you eat and drink politics, you eat and drink partisanship, say that because we know we are going to lose at Tamale Central, that is why. Really? No wonder when after death they move on. Go and see how they are jostling each other in Tamale Central.
Done.
Over 10 people want to replace Mutala. Go and see how they are jostling as if nothing has happened. They are not remorseful. They don't even commensurate with what is happening. They are not sad about it. And I feel sad for the NDC on this score. I wouldn't have gone this, but because of what my brother said, it's quite emotional. Go and see about 10 people. This one says I deserve it. This one says I do. As if nothing has happened at all. Look at how the sad event that surrounded this. And we as NPP, civil as we appear, please, I beg you.
Why?
We
there
came
are a
out.
lot of people that.
I beg you, please, my brother. We came out to let Ghanaians know that we are all in a state of mourning.
Moro, don't let him.
We will not go and do this.
Moro,
Let him down.
Oh, please, allow me to.
Look,
my brother, don't just take your time and sit down. No, why not change it?
It's not proper because
what is not proper? Please allow me. Edem, don't do this. You have time. Edem, don't worry. These are just
hypocrisy. Why? When how many people contested?
You have the time to bring this
you have
matter.
the time to do that. I was very quiet here. I was in the studio. I didn't go out to pee.
Yes.
I was seated here listening to you.
Let's
respect. Let's give the listeners and viewers some respect, please.
I didn't engage
So,
in what you are doing.
if you decide that you want to appear as people who don't care, life is gone. Let's move on. That is your take. Now, Akutia.
Okay.
After telling the whole world that you had won at Akutia and tormented our late brother Ernest Yakumi. Okay? Until he got his way into parliament. Even when he got to parliament, the first statement you said he would not allow him to make a statement. Went through a lot. We didn't have a problem. The man, God has called him. In your position as people who have won Akutia with a candidate called Henry Hypȯcr, okay? After the demise of my brother Ernest Kumi, what didn't we see in NDC again? The very lawyer who believed in Harry to have won the seat and was there to defend him, okay, is the one rather was seen contesting Harry again with the claim that the people don't like you. Double standards. That is NDC for you. We have won. The next moment, no, they don't like you. They didn't vote for you. I don't know what their position is. No wonder they went to court, Supreme Court in 2020 and couldn't provide records. We know them. That's how they are. So for us, we are confident that we are winning Akutia just as we won presidential, and we Ernest Yakumi also won with close to 2,060 votes. We are confident. We are on the ground and working, and we are sure that inshallah, by the grace of Almighty Allah, we are going to win this seat. Now on violence matter, let me commend the IGP with the proactivity that he has shown. He's been very proactive on this matter. And I think that we as political actors in this enterprise called by election, we should also take a cue from it. My party and any party involved, election, like Edem said, it is not for us to go and hit each other. Myself and Edem, you have no idea what the relationship that's between us. We sit somewhere and we talk as if we don't even belong to political parties. We make suggestions to each other. People watch us and think that we are at each other's throat. We are not. And that is the kind of message we should carry out there as a people. And once the IGP has actually led the way, he has met with political parties, he has met with the GJ, he has assured Ghanaians, Yehonu, wherever you are, I want to pat you on the shoulders to say, you've done so well. Be proactive about it. And of course, your arrangements there do not put people who are in uniform and appear to be politicians. We beg you. Don't send people there who will be in uniform and appear to be politicians. Look, this equalization, NPP did this, NDC did that, we'll continue on this, and trust me, we'll never nip this in the bud. And to nip this in the bud, we need to call a spade a spade. The IGP must ensure that whoever you are sending there is not going to be biased. This is what actually breeds the violence. Where we think that the security agencies are not in your favor, you also do whatever you can to protect yourself or protect your balance. And it brings about this vigilantism and all that.
Yeah.
I am happy that the Nanado that they chastise a lot, the Nanado that they fight, saw the need to initiate a bill to Parliament, for Parliament to pass into law, which is the Vigilantism Act, which even tells us that if you encourage anyone, not even doing it yourself, you are culpable. The Nanado that we don't want, we've so much chastised, has done this. We should also try as a people to work with the law, work as political actors, and advise each other against this. I think violence, in whichever form it comes, doesn't inure to our benefit. If it happened yesterday, it's past. If it happened today, it's present, and for that matter, it's condemnable. The NDC, the NPP, we are all going to this election, please go and vote and come out. And I can tell you, on any day, if the NPP, the people in Akotia vote, the NPP is going to win this election, hands down. I have no doubt that, inshallah, our candidate, Asumeni, is going to emerge victorious after the 2nd of September, or by the close of the day on the 2nd of September, inshallah.
Now, there's a question which have been posed by some critics, and I want to ask you this question, and the question has to do with, and it all comes down to the issue of whether the decision you made to checking out of the Tamale Central election was actually born out of good intentions, and not out of bad faith. Now, if Tamale Central was a swing constituency, say Adenta, say Lejokuku, would the posture of the NPP have been the same?
Interestingly,
or you think
it looks like people don't even have the history of Tamale Central properly. The NPP has won Tamale Central before.
Yes, once.
Mustafa Ali,
yes,
of blessed memory.
Yes, the former Works and Housing Minister.
And again,
yes,
I want to tell you something. Election dynamics in this country aren't static. Who would have thought that almighty Hohoi, at a point will fall for the NPP? Hohoi, that even if you don't campaign and you are NDC candidate, go and sleep. You are assured of victory. At a point fell for the NPP. So those making this argument of we weighed the situation and thought that even when we go in, it is going to be an exercise in futility. It's neither here nor there. Going by the dynamics, going by what we know, and how sometimes the voter population in this country can change. We could have tried it and said, look, let's go. But the position we held was that, look, given the tragic end of our brother, this is what we can also do for him. That's our reason. Nothing else. People can read meanings. They can say whatever they want to say. My brother said that in Ejoso, they also pulled out. So they pulled out because they thought they were going to be beaten to pulp. Was that the reason? You pulled out in Ebuako North because you thought you were going to beat him to pulp. That time you cited the death of our brother, JB Dankwa. You said, look, the way it happened, the NDC is not interested. You gave that reason that time. So if somebody should construe that to mean that because automatically you knew you were going to lose, reason why you were not contesting, it would have been fair to you. So I'd say that, look, this is our position. And our position is not to tell anybody officially that also withdraw. We never said so. And that we are going to win this election. We are confident. And of course, we appeal to each and every person to come out and vote massively. And of course, we also appeal to our party people that violence is not the way to go.
All right.
Respectfully, let us all go and cast our ballots properly, and then at the end of the day, the electoral commission will announce the winner of the day, and we move on. So those saying that it's neither here nor there, my brother.
All right. I guess we'll have to move on and look at...
Moro, just a few remarks.
Remarks on what again?
Oh, no.
You have spoken and spoken. I don't know what you want to say.
Why are you afraid?
I'm not afraid. What can I be afraid of what?
Yes, so
you have shown to Ghanaians that you are not, at least you don't even care about the dead. You have shown it to them. So what again? What are you going to tell
So someone just sent a message.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting one. So there's a gentleman who has followed Tamale Central elections for a while. He's called Abdul Kudus, but I'm not going to tell you where he works.
yeah.
Now he says, good morning, Moro. Mustafa Ali won the seat twice, 1996 and 2000.
Absolutely.
And he goes ahead to say that the dynamics changed after the death of the
Of
Yana
Yana.
in
Yes, that's a fact.
2002 under President
That's a
Ford.
fact.
So since then,
yeah, so I wanted to
That's a fact.
I wanted to go into that.
But that's what it is.
That we all know
Yes.
that the dynamics of Tamale politics changed. And that is why currently all 4 seats in Tamale, the Tamale Central, Tamale South, Tamale North, and the Sanerugu constituency are seats that are held by the NDC.
Right.
If you are speaking to fact, you're speaking to research, speaking to all the political data available. Let's not play politics or try and attempt to emotionally blackmail the people and pretend as though we are sensitive. Again, he is claiming that there are about 10 people interested in going for the Tamale Central seat, and that shows that we have moved on and all of that.
That's what it is.
When JB Dankwa died, 5 people contested. Is that not the number? We
Absolutely.
only, as we see today, names are being peddled around. And anywhere, in any election, when nominations are open, even until people pick the forms, you may not know the total number. For example, right after the demise of Honorable Dr. Mutala, people speculated that the GCB MD, the very fine gentleman, Farhan, was going to contest. I'm told he has come out to declare that he was not interested in the seat.
Yes, he's issued a disclaimer.
He issued a disclaimer. And so until the forms are picked and the deadline, we all may not know. But in Nigeria, 9 of your people contested. And they were all cleared. Doesn't mean that those 9 people did not care about the death of John Kuma. So you see, don't go into that politics and trying to make it look as though you are sensitive.
Circumstances surrounding
the circumstance. Why? John Kuma's death. The comments made by your own people. Were you not the same people accusing yourselves of poisoning John Kuma? Right. They are all there. Were you not the same people accusing yourselves? Is it not you, the NPP people, accusing? No, but you want me to mention
never did that.
Even on TV
never
and
on any day.
And I'm why the characters in NPP?
If somebody speaks unguarded or misguided, you are telling me it's NPP? No, NPP really? Never said that. NPP never said John Kuma was poisoned. We never said so. NPP
I said that characters
as
in
a
your
party never said so.
It's your party. So you were the people internal. You are the same people that said the gentleman was poisoned, and yet 9 people went and contested. So today you are giving us a lecture on what is sensitive and what is not sensitive. Moro, I have stated, and the party NDC has stated that we are going into Tamale Central, we are going into Akwetia. If you have a problem with the NDC contesting Akwetia, meet us on the ground and let's battle it out. At the end of the day, whoever the people of Akwetia will vote for, we will accept. And Akwetia has been a swing constituency. Baba Jama won it. We lost it to NPP. Amase came, lost it to NDC. We came, so we have seen Akwetia constituency swing, and it flips to both sides.
Okay.
And we are going into the elections. We are confident
the ground will determine
that we are winning. So stop making all this noise about. And then you see, don't pitch what I said. And pretend as though I never described the NPP as incentive. I gave a reason that we all know that the fact does not support NPP being able to win the Tamale Central elections.
Okay. That's communication we are having.
All right, so let's
but the way you were trying to twist my
comments. We're doing communication.
No, but you see, you were being mischievous. And you know, you were being mischievous. You know I can do that better if I want to, but I don't want to delve
let's
there.
Make